Hey, beautiful people, this is Alan and my gorgeous friend, Keisha Clark.
Hello.
Hi there. How you be?
I be good. How you be?
So, how are you all getting on with your Christmas list? Are you bringing it to life or are you finding it to be a pain in the ass?
For me personally, I am. I basically have like one big item on my list this year for Christmas, and that is a new home for Christmas. And of course, that entails a lot of other sort of like sub items, I guess you could say, or additional items, support items. But yeah, I'm finding this to be super, super intriguing and interesting to be playing with this adventure as I'm actually literally living the requirement that I really need to be. A new home has to be here. A new place for me to go has to be here by the end of this month, December 2016. So, yeah, it's bizarre and awesome and freaky and all at the same time. What have you got on your list?
Well, it's really interesting because I wrote 3 things down when we did the first video and I've done nothing with it and I know I've been avoiding it. So, yeah, it's really interesting as we talk about that. And I think, okay, so I wonder, it's almost like a bit, and I don't know, the reason I'm going to share this is because it may be the truth for other people, is I would like to make sure I don't just ask for something that's a quick fix or...
Wow.
It's almost like I'm trying to look for the right thing to ask for. And I don't do the whole I should ask for this, because that actually doesn't, I don't have that. I should be asking for this kind of thing. It's like, I'd like to ask for the things that really, truly would be a contribution.
Yeah.
That would be fun for me. That would expand my life. Because I'd like to have fun expanding my life just from the place of fun. So I'm like, what is that? What would be fun for me? What am I willing to ask for?
I love that.
So, yeah.
Huh. Wow. And how many times do we do that? Do we, we put things on the list because of pressure, or because it's easy to put those things on the list because we know that we'll get them, or
Right?
we have more confidence. Yeah.
Yeah, I know I can have that. It's not challenging enough. I want to have something really challenging, so I have to work at it. Okay, to use one of the tools from Access Consciousness, that's an interesting point of view. I have that point of view.
Wow.
So,
thank you for sharing that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I had no idea I was going to go there, but that's kind of that's what these videos are all about, baby. It's about being
absolutely. Wow. So for anybody who this might be your first time seeing this video and you're not aware of what we're talking about, this is one of the first of our videos for this adventure that is happening throughout December and into the first week of January, December 2016 and January 2017. We are playing with bringing our Christmas list to life. And Choosing Beyond Beyond is an adventure that Alan and I have been on and inviting people to for, just over 2 years now.
I know.
And we wanted to play with something a little different. Normally we've been doing conversations and inviting people to come join the conversations. And this is more of like an experiment and just something to play with and really see how much fun we can have and how much else, we can have playing with bringing our Christmas list to life. So welcome to the adventure. If this is your first time hearing about this, there is a call that we did, and you can access the recording of that. We'll have that posted. It's in the event, but should we also put it?
I think it is on our Facebook page, on the Choosing Beyond Beyond page.
Okay,
it's
cool.
also on our YouTube channel, and you can subscribe. I set up a special playlist for bringing your Christmas list to life. So you can subscribe to the playlist so that every time a new video is uploaded, you'll get an email to let you know.
Awesome. Yes, so that is what we are talking about. And this video is just a quick little ditty. We're going to do a couple of videos each week that are just to kind of keep us going, keep everything moving along, and keep playing with how is it going and what else can we add to this, and what is required at this point in the process as we're playing with bringing our Christmas list to life. And you're not required to celebrate Christmas as a specific holiday to be able to play. It could be any list. It could be your wish list. It could be any other kind of list that you want to call it. And it's just really about bringing the things that we truly desire into three-dimensional living with us and in our lives. And it doesn't have to show up by a specific date. You won't lose any brownie points. It's really, this is all creation and having fun with it. And we love playing with something different. And Alan and I were tapping into our awareness of how much craziness there is around the willingness to ask for what you desire, and how we wait until, this time of the year, a lot of us, to actually even consider what we might want to ask for. And then I love this beautiful point that Alan has brought up of what, am I asking for what I truly desire? Am I asking for it because it's easy? Am I asking for it just because it's convenient and it doesn't cause me to, I don't have to be present. I don't have to really be aware. And for me this year, I'm actually asking for a home. And so I wonder if I wasn't like having created what I've created in this 10 seconds, would I be just asking for something easy that I knew I could get? Can I have this book for Christmas? Can I have this for Christmas? And if the book is something I really wanted, if there's a particular book, how cool is that? But yeah, so maybe the first thing to play with in the process, if you're just starting your list, or if you've been playing with your list and you maybe don't feel like you're getting traction, so to speak, is to play with the question. Now, what we did, for those of you who didn't know this part yet, we asked everybody to come up with 3 things, or to pick 3 things off your list to play with, just so we don't get kind of overwhelmed and crazy, because I don't know, anybody else, but Alan and I can get crazy with lots of distractions and shiny things. Pick 3 things. And so let's play with some of the first questions. Could be for each of those 3 things that you're playing with. And if you don't have 3, that's okay too. I have one big one, so that's the one I'm going to be focusing on. So truth. Is this something I truly desire to have or to create? And see what kind of goes on for you and for your body. And do that with each one of your items. And if you get a kind of a sideways or wonkiness that comes up when you ask that question, perhaps that could be an invitation for you to really look at that particular item and ask a few more questions about, do I even really want it? Will it add something to my life? Will it be a contribution to my life? Or was I asking for this from a place of something other than what I truly desire? So what have you got with that, Alan?
Yeah, I really get that. It is, whose world am I tapping into? So is it something I truly desire, or is it something I'm aware that somebody else would like? And I'm aware as well sometimes where I've been a superior asshole in the past, where I'm aware that somebody would like something in their life, but they're not willing to ask for it. So I'll ask for it for them.
Ooh.
So I guess I'm alone in that.
You must be the only one who's ever done it.
When was the last time we asked for something? If you look at a child would just ask for what it wants. It will walk around the shop and see a toy and go, do you know what? I'd really love that. And they will ask for it. And they often don't have a point of view about whether they have it. It's not often that I actually see kids screaming because they're not given it. So when was the last time you asked for something just because it was fun? That's what I really want to get across to people, is what can you ask for that is purely just for fun? It's not meaningful. It's not significant. It could be, what is fun for you that you could ask for? And, one of mine for me is I just looked at the list that I wrote when we first did this. One of them was a MacBook. One of them was ease for asking everything. And that's just a choice. It's like, okay, so I can take that off. And one of them was, more sex that's fun for me and my body. And I think, okay, that actually, yeah, I would like to keep that on there. I would like
Cool.
that's fun to me and my body. And I would like a new MacBook. And do you know, I would love, as I play with that now, I would love to have a spa weekend of massage and kind of just body treatments. That would be pretty awesome. And so when you write your stuff down, immediately what I'm aware of, we've got that, who does that belong to? I think, okay, so I've been through that. Is that mine? Which is one of the tools of access consciousness. Who does that belong to? Is it mine? Is it something I truly desire? Is it something my body would like? Yeah, that's fun. And then because I have a monkey mind, it kind of immediately goes into about how's that going to happen and who's going to pay for that and who's going to have to and I start to go into the how.
Yeah. So,
all right. Stop. First tool. Stop it.
Yeah.
Right? Stop it.
$1 million tool.
Yeah. Stop it. Just stop it. That monkey mind? Just stop. Okay. And, who does all that stuff belong to? Because we are infinitely aware. And this is a linear reality where A plus B equals C, and you have to get your ducks in a row. And as an infinite being, are we willing to choose to create beyond what this kind of world tells you is possible? How many times have things shown up for you as if by magic? I remember once saying to Bill, I'd love for us just to go for kind of a long weekend away somewhere in Europe. And literally 4 days later, one of my clients came and said, hey, look, I was going to be going to Paris with my wife for the weekend. We've got a hotel and flights paid for that I'm quite happy to kind of sign over to you. Would you willing to go? And I had no passport. So we could go. Right, I know, right? So
wow.
We'd have had this trip to Paris absolutely free. And so I had no idea how that would show up for me. So okay, so this spa weekend, I have no idea. And so when these things start to come up, you can start to look at them and use tools to change what it is that's actually stopping you from having that. What do we love about stopping ourselves from having the things that would just be fun for us?
Yeah.
Frivolous.
And it's so ironic and weird that what actually begins to stop us is how quickly we go into that. How am I going to make this happen?
Yeah.
Really, is there, like, how much conclusion is there in how am I going to make this happen? Because one, you can be a creator of it, but you might not be the one who's solely responsible for making it happen. That involves a whole lot more fun and fantasticness than what we can even fathom. So that would be the next, like one of our next tools to play with is really what would be fun for you. And I love approaching it the way you suggested, Alan, of, what would it be fun for me to ask for? Like, what do you have the least belief that you could actually have that you so want to ask for? And this isn't about like making you wrong for wanting what you want or desiring what you desire. This is not about that. This is actually about how outrageously could you be willing to play, and how outrageous of an ask could you be willing to have? So when you go to the space of letting yourself really begin to ask, really begin to play with, oh, do you know what? I actually would like to ask for this, then be in your awareness, and this is a bit of a muscle. And when you notice, you begin to go into your head to start trying to figure it out. Would you please be willing to stop right there and just go more into the energy of asking for it? And you can ask a myriad of ways. What would it take to have that show up for me? It doesn't have to be a complicated, academically pristine question. You don't have to outsmart the universe. Just play with, what would it be like to have this? How good would it feel? How excited would you be? How much fun could you have feasting your eyes upon that creation or that object as it is being brought into your life? or as it shows up in your life.
Can I just pick up on that question thing? Because I really want to, that's a really great point to make. And I just want to really emphasize that to people. There is no right or wrong way to ask for things.
Yes.
Right. You haven't, it's like, oh, that obviously didn't show up because I didn't ask right. You know, like parents say, well, you have to ask in this way with this tone of voice and these particular words. And then I might consider it. And often they still wouldn't fucking give it to you. If they were abusive, perhaps, you know, and, you know, and that's like, I'm aware that was it for me. It's like, well, clearly I'm not, you know, I don't deserve it yet. Do you deserve to breathe? Or do you just breathe? So you just ask for it. Hey, you know, as Keisha was saying, you know, what would it take for this to show up for me? One of the things I love is I wonder what it would be like for this to show up for me as if by magic, because magic cannot be explained.
Yes. It's one of my favorites. Yes.
Yeah, as if by magic. Mm.
And that is really where, if you are feeling like you kind of have some wheels stuck in the mud, you know, with this, getting this adventure started, that is really where we're inviting you to play for these few days. And for, you know, whenever you're finding this video, if you want to start this adventure for you right here, right now, in this moment, how cool would it be? Whatever time of the calendar year to create whatever would really, truly be fun for you. And the generativeness of that, like what that can actually create when you're willing to let yourself have the fun of asking for something that would truly be fun for you.
Yeah.
Holy molykins, you know, we don't even have words for how massively that can contribute to our lives. And again, it's not something that you will academically, intellectually know. It's more of let yourself get into the feeling of it. And so that's really what this first rah-rah sits boom ba video is about, is let yourself have the ask and keep asking, because the energy of asking is huge and really potent.
Yeah.
So step one, friends, are you willing to ask?
Get asking, baby. Drop your questions in the event, you know, or message me and Keisha directly, or message us via the page, and we'll help you if we can. But this is really just a space of play and curiosity. What else is possible, truly, if you just step into being the playfulness that you are?
Totally. That is so yummy. And if you want to share your asks, please do. Post them in the event. That is so that we can all like contribute to, hey, yes, oh my God, how fun could that be? And would that be? And what would it be like to receive that? Oh my gosh. And that is a contribution to all of us. So how much fun can we have respectively and collectively playing with this adventure? And would you be willing to come play with us even more? So, wow. Any parting words for this video, Alan? We're going to try and keep them not too long so they can just have a yummy little, you can just have a yummy little bite, all of us, of, hey, keep going, keep having fun. And how does it get even better? And how much more fun can we have playing with this? What you got, hun bun?
Just keep playing. Just keep playing.
Love that.
Just keep playing. And that's all I want to say is just keep playing. Play with it, play with it, play with it. You know, let's just kind of restore our sense of play and curiosity.
I love that.
Because that's where magic resides, in play and curiosity. Yeah. It can be magic just because it's fun. Okay, people.
Okay.
See you next time.
See you in video number 2.
Bye.